what's up everybody? Jaythestingray back here again for another Cocktober review for you. Cocktober 2014, this is going to be 2 Days in the Valley from 1996. This is recommended by Rowdyfilms. I believe he recommended this last year, and for some reason I wasn't able to get the disc from Netflix like I wanted, but I was able to get it this time and watched it. I've seen this film probably 4 or 5 times total, and I've always kind of thought of this as a Pulp Fiction ripoff type film. You know, obviously, if Pulp Fiction didn't exist, this film probably wouldn't have ever been made. But upon this last watch of the film, I don't really think it's that much in the vein of Pulp Fiction, other than the fact that it's an ensemble cast and that it's about gangster type activities. But no real similarities in the direction of the film at all that I noticed. But this film is directed by John Hertzfeldt, and it just got an amazing cast in this one. I've always kind of thought of this as Danny Aiello's film, but upon this revisit, it's really just chock full of great stars. Terry Hatcher, Jeff Daniels, Peter Horton, James Spader, Charlize Theron. I think this is her first film she was in. Keith Carradine. So many great actors and actresses in this film, and just a really a great watch. If you haven't seen this film, I'd highly recommend it. It's about 48 hours in the valley, obviously, and it's follows quite a few different characters, and they all kind of intersect at certain points. Yeah, I watched this the other day, and I kind of wanted to marinate over it on the weekend. Marinate over the weekend about it, because it's so much going on. It's kind of hard to even talk about it all. But Danny Aiello is a hitman who's kind of working at a pizza joint and trying to get some cash. So he's hired by James Spader, is kind of like the whole orchestrator of this deal. And I don't want to give too much away, but basically they go in to kill this guy, and the whole thing is set up to where Danny Aiello is going to take the fall for it, and he's going to be James Spader tries to kill him in a car explosion, and then he winds up running into some other folks. Let's see, Glenn Headley, I believe is her name, and Peter Horton. Peter Horton's like some sort of a weird, I'm not sure exactly what he does, but he's like got all this weird sexual statues in his yard and stuff, and he's all about like weird sex stuff, and he's got a ton of money and just got an amazing house. But anyway, Danny Aiello's character, Dasmo Pizzo, winds up there. He kind of rolls down the hill and kind of takes them hostage, and develops some sort of a romantic relationship with Susan. She is actually has changed her name from an Italian last name to whatever this other name she's using now. But they have some sort of a romantic relationship, and that plays out throughout the film. But then you've got the whole other side of it, where Jeff Daniels and what is his name? Eric Stoltz. They are both working Vice for the police, and there's a whole backstory between those two, and I think that plays really well into the film. It's kind of hard to be brief, like I said, because it's so much going on. But Jeff Daniels, I really love his character in this film. It's really unlike a lot of stuff Jeff Daniels has ever done. I think Jeff Daniels is a extremely talented actor, because he's so funny at times, and then he's also does a great dramatic work. I loved a lot of his dramatic stuff he did during the 90s. I'd love to see him, return to making, a lot of films, because I really enjoy his work. But he is this dad who is recently divorced, and his single dad. He finds out he's going to get fired from the force because he is like declared mentally unfit to be a police officer anymore, because he has some sort of like rage issues and stuff. He just got a lot of shit going on, And but yeah, anyway, those two guys, they come across Terry Hatcher's character, who her husband's been murdered while she was in the bed, and that was the murder that Danny Aiello's character and James Spader did earlier. But anyway, that's how they get into the whole story. And let's see, I'm leaving out one more key plot line. Anyway, I can't think of the actor's name, but he is a struggling actor. He used to be really famous, and he is going to kill himself, but he wants to give his dog to someone. So he runs across, I think her name is Marsha Mason, I believe is the actress's name, that he runs across in a cemetery. And he tries to give her the dog, and she wants to give the dog to her brother, which turns out her brother is oh shit, I misspoke earlier. So many fucking characters in this movie, it's hard to keep everything straight. But anyway, her brother is the crazy porno dude, the dude who likes all the weird sex shit. So they wind up over at his house where Cosmo Pizzo, Danny Aiello's character, is, and that's how they all get interwoven into the main plot there. But and Charlize Theron is James Spader's girlfriend in this film, Helga, and she does a great job. I think before she was just like a model, and obviously very beautiful in the film, so that's probably why she was hired. And man, James Spader looks so young in this film. He looks like old school, like 80s James Spader in this movie. And you look at him now, like he's doing this show called The Blacklist. Man, he looks like man, age has just ravaged him in the past. What is it? Not even quite 15 years ago. So, well, I guess almost 20 years ago. This was 96. So. But he just looked so young in the film. I had to do a double take to even know that it was him. But he does a great job. Everyone does a great job in the film. Great acting, great directing, great everything. I'd say check the film out. I really gained much more appreciation for this film this time around. I'm glad I watched it again. I was kind of not looking forward to it because what I remembered about the film was not, not loving it. But this time I really did gain an appreciation for it, and big recommendation for this one if you haven't seen it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back tomorrow with another review. Peace.